Does anybody actually really like clowns? Hi there, and welcome to Paranormal Spirits, where we share a drink, we talk about a scary story, and we might just pick it apart a little bit because let's have some fun with it, right? So, pour yourself a drink if you'd like to join me, gather round, and let's talk about tonight's story. We're going to talk about potentially one of the creepiest things that exists in this world. Clowns. Yeah. I mean, and if you're a clown, I apologize, but you're creepy. They're horrible. They're frightening. They are frightening. That requires a drink. Feel free to join me. So tonight's story is the clown statue. And like every good scary story, this involves a teenage girl who's babysitting. The scene that we set is very familiar, right? Amongst a lot of urban legends and ghost stories. There's a wealthy family in Newport Beach, California. The parents are going out for the night. They decide to hire a babysitter for their two kids, ages 4 and 6. Now, the father, having a stick up his ass as he does, tells the girl, when you get the kids to bed, there is one particular room you can go in and you can watch TV in that room, and I don't want you going in any of the other rooms. Because the father was afraid she had some sticky fingers and was going to take something. Because that's the kind of kid you hire when you want someone to watch your children. You're going to hire someone who you're afraid might steal from you. Totally makes sense. Now, the parents take off around 7 to go to their little soiree, and the girl, after a little bit of struggling, finally gets these two kids down to sleep. After that, she goes to her designated spot where she's going to then start to watch TV. And she's feeling a little unsettled, and with good reason. There's a creepy ass clown statue in the corner. Life-size clown statue in the corner staring at her. And the girl's like, this is craziness, but I'm going to try and just deal with this. You know, she's babysitting. I'm sure she wanted to make a good impression. Nobody wants to be the babysitter who's constantly freaking out. So she's trying to make the best of it. But this clown statue's freaking her out. So she decides, you know what, I'm just going to call the dad and ask him if I can move it. You know, maybe even turn it around. Something. Anything. So she calls the dad. Now, the dad's response was a bit strange. He said, get the kids, get out of the house, call 911. Okay, not at all panic-inducing. So the girl does exactly what he says. She gets the kids out, she takes them to the neighbor's house, she calls the police. She calls the dad back and she's just like, hey, what's up? Why did you have me leave the house and call the police? And the dad responds, we don't have a clown statue. Horror. So he also then further explains to the girl that the kids, they've been telling the parents about this dark clown that was coming in, whispering scary things to them at night. And like all good parents, they completely dismissed it as children having a nightmare. I have kids, I get it. Kids have nightmares. However, if my kids are sitting there telling me that there's a clown that comes in their room at night and starts whispering dark things to them, I'm probably gonna maybe look into it a little bit instead of just saying, you're fine. It's just a nightmare. Far be it from me to judge. Not only was the clown whispering dark things to them, but it was telling them to murder their parents. So again, don't you think that the parents might take pause and say, maybe we should look into this just a little bit? So, in the end, the police found that there was a mentally ill neighbor who had been dressing up as a clown and breaking into the parents' home and was stalking the kids. So he was taken into custody and admitted into an insane asylum, which is where all crazy clowns should, in fact, go. I know we have mental health hospitals, but insane asylums? I don't think they exist. I don't know how real this story seems. Moral of this story, if you're having a bad day, just be glad you got no creepy clowns on your ass. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoy the story and my commentary. Because even if you didn't enjoy it, I'm going to give it anyways. And if you really enjoyed it, subscribe. I'm going to have more stories coming your way. And I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have any suggestions and stories you want me to tell, please leave a comment down below. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the weird clowns bite.